Hi children, today we will learn 8th standard mathematics chapter 10 compound interest exercise 10.1. In this session we are going to cover the topics on compound interest, that is exercise 10.1. Children, already we have learnt about simple interest and also we have learnt about how to calculate simple interest and amount using formula. Let us have a quick review of what we have read in previous classes about simple interest. Let's see what is principal. The money borrowed or lent out is called the principal. Children, can you tell me what is interest? Yes, good. The additional money paid by the borrower in terms of some percentage of the principal. Let's see what is amount. The total money paid by the borrower is called the amount. Then rate of interest. The interest paid yearly or per annum on every rupees 100 is called the rate percent per annum. Let's see time. The period for which the sum is borrowed is called the time. Children, what is simple interest? Yes, absolutely right. If the principal remains the same throughout the loan period, then the interest paid by the borrower is called the simple interest. Already we know how to calculate simple interest using formula. If the principal is denoted by P, rate of interest by or percentage per annum, and time by T years, then the formula is simple interest SI is equal to P into R into T by 100. Children, now we are going to learn how to find compound interest. In the case of simple interest, the amount of interest earned is the same every year. But compound interest is different from simple interest. In the case of compound interest, the interest added to the principal also attracts interest. If you invest money in building society or savings bank account and do not spend the interest, your money will increase by larger amounts each year if the interest rate remains the same. This kind of interest is called the compound interest. The sum on which the interest is calculated is called the principal and changes every year. Let us try to understand the concept of compound interest by taking an example. Find the compound interest on rupees 800 at 5% per annum for 2 years. Let's find the solution. Here P is rupees 800, R is 5% and let us take the time period as 1 year. Now we are going to calculate the simple interest for the first year is equal to P multiplied by R multiplied by T by 100. So 800 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 1 by 100. Here 0 and 0 gets cancelled out. Another 0 and 0 also gets cancelled out. So 8 multiplied by 5, we get rupees 40. So amount for end of the first year, here we need to add the principal amount and the SI for the first year. So we get rupees 800 plus rupees 40. We get the amount is rupees 840. It is clear that the amount at the end of the first year becomes the principal for the second year. So principal for the second year is rupees 840. Now we are going to calculate the simple interest for the second year. P multiplied by R multiplied by T by 100. Here the principal amount is 840. So 840 multiplied by R 5 multiplied by T 1 by 100. Here 0 and 0 gets cancelled out. 84 multiplied by 5 by 10. We get 420 by 10. Here 0 and 0 gets cancelled out. So the simple interest for the second year is rupees 42. Now we are going to find the compound interest. The interest for the first year is rupees 40 and the interest for the second year is rupees 42. So rupees 40 plus rupees 42, the compound interest is rupees 82. So CI, that means compound interest is rupees 82. Children, let's see next problem. Find the compound interest when principal is rupees 2000, rate is 20% per annum and time is 2 years 3 months. Now we are going to find the solution of the given problem. Here P is rupees 2000 and R is 20%. Let us take the time period as 1 year. Now we are going to calculate the simple interest for the first year. The formula is P multiplied by R multiplied by T by 100. Here P, which is 2000, multiplied by R, which is 20, multiplied by T, which is 1 by 100. Here 0 and 0 gets cancelled out. Another 0 and 0 also gets cancelled out. So 20 multiplied by 20, we get rupees 400. Let's find the amount for end of the first year. Here we should add the principal amount and the simple interest for the first year. So 2000 plus 400. We get rupees 2400. In the case of compound interest, we have the amount at the end of first year becomes the principal for the second year. So, principal for the second year is rupees 2400. Kids, now we are going to find simple interest for the second year. Here the principal amount is rupees 2400 multiplied by R is 20 multiplied by T is 1 by 100. Here 0 and 0 gets cancelled out. Another 0 and 0 also gets cancelled out. So 24 multiplied by 20 multiplied by 1. We get rupees 480. So amount for the end of second year is, here we should add the principal amount for the second year and interest for the second year. So we get rupees 2400 plus rupees 480. We get rupees 2880. In compound interest, we have amount for the end of the second year becomes the principal for the third year. So, the principal for the third year is rupees 2880. Now we are going to find simple interest for 3 months. Here the principal amount is 2880 multiplied by R is 20 multiplied by T is 3 by 12 multiplied by 100. Here 0 and 0 gets cancelled out. Another 0 and 0 also gets cancelled out. On simplifying this, we get rupees 144. Now we are going to find compound interest. Interest for the first year is rupees 400 and interest for the second year is rupees 480 and interest for 3 months is rupees 144. So, the compound interest is rupees 400 plus rupees 480 plus rupees 144. The compound interest is rupees 1024. Kids, let's see next problem. Sanjay borrowed rupees 20,000 from Punjab National Bank for 1 year 6 months to buy a second hand computer. If the rate of interest is 12% per annum, calculate the compound interest he has to pay at the end of 1 year 6 months. Let's find the solution. Here P is rupees 20,000, R is 12% and time is 1 year. Now we are going to find simple interest for the first year. Here P, which is 20,000, multiplied by R, which is 12%, multiplied by T, which is 1 year, by 100. Here 2 zeros and 2 zeros gets cancelled out. Now multiply 212 and 1. We get rupees 2,400. This is simple interest for the first year. So, amount for the end of first year is 20,000 plus 2,400. So, rupees 22,400. This is amount for the end of first year. So, principal for 1 year 6 months is rupees 22,400. Now we are going to find simple interest for 6 months. Here the principal amount is rupees 22,400 multiplied by R is 12 multiplied by time is 6 by 12 multiplied by 100. Here 2 zeros and 2 zeros gets cancelled out and 12 and 12 also gets cancelled out. Then multiply 224 and 6. We get rupees 1,344. This is simple interest for 6 months. Now we are going to find compound interest for 1 year and 6 months. So interest for the first year is rupees 2,400 and interest for 6 months is rupees 1,344. So compound interest is equal to rupees 2,400 plus rupees 1,344. So the compound interest is rupees 3,744. Children, let's see next problem. Rakesh obtained a loan of rupees 35,000 from a rural bank to start a small scale industry. If the rate of interest be 20% per annum, find the compound interest that he will pay after 3 years. Solution. Here given principal is rupees 35,000, rate of interest is 20% per annum and time is 1 year. Now we are going to see how to find simple interest for the first year. The formula is P multiplied by R multiplied by T by 100. Here P is 35,000 multiplied by R is 20 multiplied by T is 1 by 100. Here 2 zeros and 2 zeros gets cancelled out. Then multiply 350 and 20 and 1. We get rupees 7,000. This is simple interest for the first year. So, amount for the end of first year is, here we should add the principal amount and the first year interest. So, 35,000 plus 7,000. So amount for the end of first year is rupees 42,000. In compound interest, we have the amount for the end of first year becomes the principal for the second year. So principal for the second year is rupees 42,000. Now we are going to see how to find simple interest for the second year. The formula is P multiplied by R multiplied by T by 100. Here the principal amount is rupees 42,000 multiplied by R is 20 multiplied by T is 1 by 100. Here two zeros and two zeros gets cancelled out. Then multiply 420 and 20 and 1. We get the simple interest for the second year is rupees 8,400. Let's find the amount for the end of the second year. Here we should add the principal amount for the second year and the interest for the second year. So 42,000 plus 8,400. We get the amount for the end of second year is rupees 50,400. In compound interest, we have the amount for the end of second year becomes the principal amount for the third year. So, principal for the third year is rupees 50,400. Let's find the simple interest for the third year. Here the principal amount is rupees 50,400 multiplied by R is 20 multiplied by T is 1 by 100. Here two zeros and two zeros gets cancelled out. Then multiply 504 and 20 and 1. We get the simple interest for the third year is rupees 10,080. So, compound interest is interest for the first year is rupees 7,000 and interest for the second year is rupees 8,400 and interest for the third year is rupees 10,080. So the compound interest is rupees 7,000 plus rupees 8,400 plus rupees 10,080. The compound interest is rupees 25,480. If the interest is being calculated in this manner, then we say that the interest charged is compound interest. Here, the principal is not the same throughout the loan period. Now, the total compound interest paid by Mr. Rakesh after 3 years is rupees 25,480. Children, let's see one more problem. Calculate the compound interest that Manish will get if he invests rupees 1,800 at 14% per annum for 2 years in a bank. Now we are going to find the solution of the given problem. The principal is rupees 1,800 and rate of interest is 14% and time period is 1 year. So let's find the simple interest for the first year. Here the principal amount is 1,800 multiplied by R is 14 multiplied by T is 1 by 100. Here two zeros and two zeros gets cancelled out. Then multiply 18 and 14 and 1. We get the simple interest for the first year is rupees 252. So amount for the end of first year is, here we should add the principal amount and the interest for the first year. So 1,800 plus 252. We get the amount for the end of first year is rupees 2,052. So principal for the second year is rupees 2,052. Let's find the simple interest for the second year. Here, the principal amount is rupees 2,052 multiplied by rate of interest is 14% multiplied by time period is 1 year. by 100. On simplifying this, we get rupees 287.28. So the compound interest is equal to interest for the first year plus interest for the second year. So rupees 252 plus rupees 287.28. So Manish will get the interest is rupees 539.28. Children, it is your time to test your understanding. First question, the correct relationship is dash. Option A, amount plus compound interest is equal to principal. Option B, compound interest is equal to amount minus principal. Option C, compound interest minus principal equal amount. Option D, none of this. Which is correct answer? Yes, very good. Your answer is correct. Option B, compound interest is equal to amount minus principal. Second question, in case of compound interest, the principal is dash. Option A, increases every year. Option B, decreases every year. Option C, increases for first year and decreases every year. Option D, none of this. Which is correct answer? Yes, very good. Option A, increases every year is correct. Third question, in case of compound interest, option A, the amount for the first year becomes interest for the second year. Option B, the amount for the first year becomes principal for the second year. Option C, principal for the second year becomes interest for the third year. Option D, none of this. Which is correct answer? Yes, good. Option B, the amount for the first year becomes principal for the second year. Thank you, children.